Hello, you awesome people. This is Edward's Ear here, and thank you so much for taking the time to access this free webinar, which has been recorded, obviously, Automated Marketing Strategies for an Endless Stream of High-Value Clients. This is developed and presented by myself. I'm an Associate Fellow of the Australian Marketing Institute, a Knight with the Order of St. John, and it is an absolute honor having you here, and thank you so much. Now, I just want to cut to the chase with you because I know time is valuable, and you've taken the time to trust me and watch this video. And here are the profitable reasons to pay attention. I love helping small business owners, and I know the space inside out. All these strategies and ideas and actionable items that are being presented to you today or tonight, I've used personally. I've had clients use it, and I've helped thousands of people over the years with my ideas build and grow amazing profitable businesses. Everything we're going through is the proven best. Now, if you haven't seen me before, that's me on the right-hand side with one of my colleagues, Mark Height, and this is on the house. So I put on webinars like this, live webinars, and the case may be. And I just want to say to you, if you like what you see, consider hiring me. Share this content and spread the word about how awesome we are. And this is the big point, and this is why you're here. Everything that I'm talking to you in this recorded webinar is all about growing, succeeding, and prospering. I want to help you get more profitable, high-value clients. I want you to get the business and satisfaction that you seek out of your business, and I want to see you prosper. I want to see you prosper and your family, or your family to be prosper. Now, cutting right to the chase, who are you listening to? If you haven't met before in the real world, I'd like to introduce myself to you virtually. My name's Edward Ear. I'm an ex-military and intelligence guy when I was quite younger. I used to be an industrial chemist, so how's that for an interesting background? And after some earlier times in my life, I ended up being a corporate marketing director. So I've had some very impressive executive level roles, working with, CEOs, business owners, and the case may be. And I encourage you, feel free to add me on LinkedIn, check me out on Facebook, do your homework on me. And I've been very privileged over the past few years, especially in my own business and living in Sydney, is working with hundreds, it says hundreds here. I've worked with hundreds personally, and I've worked with thousands together, combined with workshops and all the events and that I've done. And it's been an absolute honor, and I've been a part of many people's lives in helping them get their marketing and business strategy right to, I suppose in essence, help people fix the problems in their business as quickly as possible and help them grow as quickly as one can. So it's been great, done Army, been in the Australian Army, done special projects with the government. And I think the highlight of my career when I was, at the age of 28, I had a $7.5 million budget and a team of elite people. I'm also a Knight with the Order of St. John, which is a charity role, and it's been awesome. And my blog at this time has been viewed by over 40,000 individual people over the years. So it's been an absolute honor. Now, what I want to do is the content I'm talking with you today is a general advice, and I'm a certified practicing marketer, and this is all general advice. And if you want some particular advice or you got a question to be answered, feel free to contact me. This is provided for educational support only. So if you need some help, just ask me and we're here to help. Now, getting straight into the content of why you're here, I'm here to talk to you about the awesomeness of sales and marketing automation. Now, depending on where you're at in business, you might be starting out, you might already be established, you might have an idea, or you might be going really, really well and you have the problem of too many clients, which I've got many clients that are like that. And what I want to talk to you about is marketing and sales automation, but I also want to spend a bit of time talking to you about how to fix some very, very, very common marketing mistakes to make your business as effective as possible. And the reality, and this is in this actual recorded webinar that you're listening to, I've actually done this probably at least 15 times in front of live audiences, and this information has been really lapped up and really liked by a lot of people. Now, a lot of the big thing I'm really focusing on here is making things as easy and automated as possible. And this is really the whole thrust of this webinar, giving you some key ideas so you can take it, adapt it, and make your business as profitable and successful as possible. And I want to give one funny comment and obviously a tribute to the awesome Arnold Schwarzenegger right here. What we're going to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about actually fixing the business and getting it right. Because we want to fix the business and get it right before we go into hardcore expansion mode. And I think you're obviously a smart person. You can download the PowerPoint as well. There's a clear pattern here. If your business isn't quite working, we want to get that right first before we really kick in the automation. So there's two sides to it. fixing the business, getting the fundamentals right, and then of course the automation and growth of it. And here are some of the key issues that I've faced and many of the hundreds of people and thousands through workshops and like have faced as well. Standing out is a big challenge for a lot of business owners. Being able to market and do work as it comes in, having the reputation and charging, having enough work coming in and having a steady stream to avoid the dangers of feast and famine, and of course, developing effective leverage and automation. This is what a lot of people have gone through. It's what I've gone through personally. And here are 7 core ideas that I want to spend some time with you discussing, because as I was saying before, it's really important that you get the business working first and everything on track, and then you automate. So these are the 2 sort of sides that we're going through. So I want to spend a bit of time on this. Feel free to stop the video, go back. I'm going to tear through this very quickly. If you've got any questions, you can ask me. I'm around. Now, issue number 1 is your unique edge. And we've said this before. I've done live workshops before with my colleague Martha. And it's very important that in your business, you have your edge very clear. You know exactly what your business is about. You know exactly what you stand for, and you know why it's unique. Because, look, I understand that everyone's unique, right? Everyone's unique and everyone's is their own person. But the other side of it is as well, is you're an accountant, you're a mortgage broker, you're a coach, you're a mentor, you own a shop or whatever the case may be. The reality is you're just as unique as everyone else. Now, I'm not trying to be demotivational or being a smartass or anything, but I just want to be straight up with you in this respect. You got to have a very, very clear edge in your business. You need to really stand out, and you need to really make a potent impression out there. So you can choose to be hired. So one thing I really want to encourage, and this is part of having a tagline in your business, I really invite you to think through having a unique edge, your just do it, a point about your business that you know that you do better than everyone else. Now, I help a lot of people in deriving this. My online mentoring, the Awesome Marketing Vault, goes into this, and it's quite a big thing that I've raised, and just something I just want to flag with you and put out there. Number 2 is your reputation score. Now, be it in whatever industry you're in, the reputation score is a mental measure of your presence in the market and really how much people like you and the respect that they have for your work. So the reality is, when you start your business, it can be very, very hard getting traction and getting clients at the start. Let's say you're a coach, mentor, or accountant or whatever. The simple reason for that is that you have to be in the market for a certain amount of time so people can experience you, they can appreciate you, and they can learn what you're about. And like all things, as you get more wins, you get more exposure, and you get higher profile jobs, your score goes up. So the reason I'm flagging your reputation score with you is, depending where you are in business, you might start some really good marketing in your business tomorrow, but it may take a few months for it to kick in. So you need a certain repetition of your advertising so it really stands out and gets effective over time. Pricing, packages, and reputation. Now, the reason why I'm talking about pricing and packages and also reputation is that a very, very common problem is a lot of small business owners, especially the coaches and mentors and accountants and the like, are actually undercharging, or they're not very clear about what to charge, okay? So what I want to really put out there is really think through the pricing of your business. Do a bit of research. Make sure you're charging a fair price for what you do, and make sure that people are willing to pay it. And I like the 4 coffee, usually it's 3 coffee cups, but you see the coffee cup sizes I have below? A lot of cafes have figured this out. They know the street value of a cup of coffee, and they have different sizes catering for different people. Now, of course, you might be selling an intangible service of some form, but the point I want to make to you is that you want to think through your pricing, packages, and reputation. So you're charging the right amount, and it's easy for people to buy. You want to have the right approach. Now, this is something I want to go through with you. I'm going to be going through a bunch of different actual marketing strategies. And the reality is, all of us are busy. You may have a family, you may not. Time can be precious, especially if you're in a big city like where I'm from, being Sydney. And it's all about having the right tasks and following the right strategy to get the results that you're after. And actually, just going back on this point, I actually made this point to a bunch of business owners in Canberra the other day when I was lucky to go down there. And this really resonated with them, really understanding what are the right actions you need to be undertaking. 5, business and marketing plans are critical. I've got a template that's available. It's very important to document what you're working on, prioritize, and take it all from there. This is one of my old examples. And if you are interested, just email me and I've got a great template that I can send to you. Not a problem at all. And 6, you want to keep yourself on track. Now, depending on where you're at in business, you might already be good at this. You might be right into it, or you might be more starting out and you're still developing that discipline. Now, when I used to be an ex-corporate, and when I started my own business, it was very, very easy to go off track. And over time, I've built a level of self-discipline. To really help with this issue, you might hire a business coach, you might have a life coach, you might have a mentor, even an accountability friend. But at the end of the day, you need to make yourself do the work so you get the results and deliver. And of course, you want to make sure it's fun and natural, okay? Make sure you love what you do and it's just great for you. So just as a quick recap, I've just gone through not so much the automated marketing here. I've gone through some of the ideas to help you set a solid foundation. There's a lot more to that, but I just want to flag these with you just so you can think it through and start really improving your business. If you need a hand in this area, feel free to contact me or check out the Awesome Marketing Vault. Usually with a lot of clients, the first thing I do is get the mechanics right, then we move on to the other areas. So now just moving right along, I want to go straight into the automation side of things. And there's 3 concepts that I want to share with you that have rapidly changed my life and my business. When it comes to setting up automated marketing, you have something that's called setup. And setup is the time taken to build a leveraged or automated process. So be it you're going to build a website, which is often a first step of automation, or you're going to set up live webinars or run an event, or even build sales material, you're going to spend a bit of time and money in setting it up. And the trick is that you might spend $3,000 on a website, but that $3,000 in going to the website, you'll make tens of thousands of dollars out of the leads you get from that. Okay, so it's just something to be mindful of. Leverage is the process of what we call amplification of one's effectiveness. So, for example, this is an automated recorded webinar, and you could be listening to this anywhere in the world, and yes, it's done work. I've actually filmed this video on a Sunday, which is really cool of all things. And the beauty is I'm just filming it once, but it's out there forever, educating people, helping people, and informing people, okay? So leverage is very important. And, it can be you speaking to a group of people. It can be you doing a free, giveaway recording like this. A lot of different examples of how it can work. And of course, the other one is automation. Now, automation is actually the process of having other resources do this, do something for you. And it could be hiring people. It's been the oldest form of automation for years. But quite often in small business owners, we often mean it in terms of technology. That's usually what it takes. Also, as well, you have hiring virtual assistants and the like. So going back here, you've actually am watching this video through a form of automation. I've set up this video recorded webinar. It gets promoted through Facebook. I might have sent this to you. There's heaps of different ways that you can get it. But the point being is that you're watching it without any actual input or work from myself, which is one of the cool points that I just want to put out there with you. So these are the 3 concepts: setup, leverage, and automation. Now, awesome friends, I want to go through actual different strategies of leverage and automation. And these are some of the top ones that we use. And I'm only going to touch on each of these. Again, there's a lot of information there, and not all these strategies is good for everyone. But I just want to flag them with you. I want to go through them with you. And I want to show you some of the things that are out there. And some of these will suit you and some of them won't. But of course, if you've got any questions, I can help sort of point you in the right direction. So let's take it from the top, shall we? Are you ready? Drum roll. Awesome. Let's get into it. Number 1 is a quality website. Now, quite often with a lot of clients, once we fix the business and establish a edge and got their marketing strategy right, very often building a quality website is one of the earliest things that we set up people to do. Because here's the reality. I bet you will go to almost everyone's website before you actually hire them. Going to a cafe is one thing. You just walk past, poke your nose in the door and grab a cup of coffee or a baguette or a sandwich or whatever. I get that. But think about it. If you're hiring an accountant, a coach, a mentor, or some kind of professional service, or a small business owner, or a social media marketer, you're going to check out their website. I know I certainly do. And how many times have you checked out a website to think, ugh, this is awful, and move on? Please get your website right. Now, you'll notice at the bottom right, there's this awesome graphic of my colleague Martha. She is a business partner, a very good friend of mine. She does websites. I've got her email in here. Feel free to check her out. She might even be able to help you, okay? So first things first is you want to have a great website, because people will check that out. And it is a key part of automation. And we use the Westfield example. So if you're listening to this in Australia, Westfield is, or even America, I should say, Westfield is a massive, shopping mall, shopping center complex. And Basically, the goal of a Westfield is to get as many of the right people in as possible and keep them as long there so they have a great experience and end up buying something. So a quality website is critical to convert those leads that you get. Number 2 is email marketing. If you've signed up to my database previously or you've just signed up to it, welcome. You'll see I'm forever putting out content through emails. And the beauty thing is MailChimp's my favorite platform. You can do weekly, fortnightly, and monthly emails. And the beauty of an email is you can give away free information and lightly sell your products and services as well. So I usually get usually about 25% opens every week. I do weekly emails. I usually get a lead every time and online sales on that too. So email marketing is a great way. You build your database, it's an important asset, and you keep building it that way. Number 3 is blogging and content. I absolutely love blogging, and in very simple terms, blogging is writing articles. I'm talking about this from a commercial viewpoint, not so much a personal viewpoint. In a commercial sense, blogging is basically the process of writing really good articles that are around the areas of expertise that you have, and you're basically giving away free information in the form of articles, so you get known as an expert in what you're doing. And just for your interest, weblog is actually became the word blog. So blog's an abbreviation for weblog. There you go. I see it as today's newspaper. And the more articles you can put out there is the more you can help people and touch people. And I love that, right into blogging myself. Number 4 is Facebook. Now, Facebook is not for everyone. However, it is an outstanding platform that can give you amazing levels of exposure. It's very well you may have found this video through Facebook. So I love Facebook. You can create your business page, build likes. I'll spend $10,000. I'll spend $10 and often get at least 1,000 views for something. So it's a great way of selling your services, getting your blogs out there, getting sign-ups to webinars, selling products, and even getting qualified leads. So I'm a massive fan of Facebook, which I can highly recommend. 5 is LinkedIn. Oh, and just one other thing with Facebook. Facebook, I find, is, again, it's not for everyone. If you're targeting, let's say, HR managers or manufacturing managers or logistics managers, Facebook probably isn't for you. Facebook, to me, is more of a mass market tool. So in my case, I might, for example, target small business owners who are aged 25 to 50 in Sydney. So Facebook is very, very good from that viewpoint. But I wouldn't necessarily suggest it for targeting high value targets. So again, Facebook is great for targeting a broad demographic, whereas LinkedIn is outstanding for targeting high value clients. So to me, LinkedIn is exactly business networking online. It's a platform which you can use to target specific people and companies. So be it targeting CFOs, finance managers, HR managers, CFOs, CEOs, and the like. It is very good, and LinkedIn Premium is absolutely outstanding. So it's a platform that we use a lot and recommend a lot. And again, it's not, and just as a caveat, Facebook and LinkedIn isn't for everyone, but if it does suit you, it can be very, very good. Okay, and there's Martha Arifin. Feel free to connect with her. She's an amazing operator that I can highly recommend. Business networking is an old proven classic. Now, I originally started off in the business networking game. And I helped start a group in Sydney called 4 Networking. Feel free to Google it. It's 4networking.com.au with the number 4. And I actually launched a lot of groups and helped the actual owners of 4 Networking launch in Australia. It's quite an honor. It helped me build my business from scratch. And the beauty of business networking is that it allows you to get out there, practice your skills, meet lots of great people, but become brilliant at what you do and also pick up high value clients. So you've got in Australia, and at least talk Sydney, but I know this is across Australia, you've got things like 4 Networking, you have business chambers in areas, and you have all sorts of networking groups. So if you're, let's say, interested in meeting people and putting yourself on the map and picking up clients, may I suggest business networking? It's a great strategy which can work incredibly, incredibly well. Building on from business networking is number 7, referral networks. Now, what it simply is a referral network, it's going back a little bit. When you extend on from business networking, referral networks are basically forming business partners and business relationships. And the way you think about it is imagine an unpaid salesperson for you selling your services to everyone out there. Okay. So a very good example is I'm a marketing mentor. Quite often I would partner with, graphic designers, agencies, website developers, printers, and that type of thing. And basically what a referral network is you making friends with, let's say, usually I recommend about 5 different people. And what you actually do is you sit there and sell each other's services. Now, in this case, this is a photo of me with the awesome Matthew Craig, who runs Minac Digital Agency, who actually did my website some years ago and helps me out today. He's also a great, amazing client of mine as well. In this case, we've worked very closely together for years, and we promote each other. We refer each other clients to each other. Also as well, my buddy Martha as well. I also refer work to her too. She's an amazing website developer just for small business owners and entrepreneurs. So referral networks are a great way of expanding your reach and picking up new profitable clients and working with other people. Number 8 are Beautiful Folio and Materials. Now, I actually as I made reference to you earlier, I was very lucky to do speak to a bunch of business owners in Canberra, the nation's capital, a few days ago. And this point actually really resonated with the audience. I remember saying it. Having a beautiful folio and beautiful sales material is actually a very, very important part of business automation, because if you think about it, if you're going out to meet people, if you're working with people all the time, let's say you have a lead coming in and you need to go out and meet them to pick up the sale, get a graphic designer, get some great copywriting done, write up a beautiful corporate profile, and you can just make your services so easy to buy. And you can produce it once and use it many times. And this is a very old form of marketing automation. A great way that I like to refer to it is, let's say you've had a lead come in through your website, or you've had a referral, you're going to go meet someone. Before you meet someone, you actually email them all the information about you. If appropriate, you even email them your pricing. It doesn't suit everyone, but it might suit you. And the beauty of this strategy is people get sold before they even meet you. So another highly recommended strategy that I'd love to put out there. Feel free to message me as well, or check out the mentoring section of my website. You can even see my own example of doing this, okay? So please, a beautiful folio and materials is absolutely critical. 9, listings and profiles. Now, I'm making more of a reference to, let's say, Facebook, LinkedIn, the Flying Solo community, for networking or whatever. What it's very important is, quite often, especially in professional services, people will Google your name to check you out, okay? Especially as small business owners. And one of my colleagues, Gillian Bullock, who's the LinkedIn Ninja down under, she quotes 86% of people check out people's LinkedIn profiles before doing business with them. Okay, so what I encourage you to do is make sure you update your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook, whatever the case may be, and make sure you look really, really, really good online. Okay, the reason being is that people will search for you, they will search your details, they will Google you, and they will check you out. So you want to make sure you give the right impression. The reality is that, be it your name's on Facebook, LinkedIn, it's on your business page, Google does pick it up. So something very, very important to be mindful of, okay? So very, very, very good point. Number 10 is SEO and Google Presence. Now, I made a reference to that just before, okay? And what it is that your SEO and Google Presence is basically the process of getting yourself found on Google, okay? So for example, I know probably not too many mechanics will be listening to this, because a lot more professional services get in my content. But let's say, for example, you're a mechanic in Parramatta, okay? Or you're a graphic designer in Melbourne. You're a real estate agent in Fortitude Valley, okay? Depending on your business strategy, you might want to be found in Google. So when people type in your names, they find you and they locate you. So again, this is a whole area of itself. But you want to make sure that you're putting out content that gets indexed by Google, so you appear, to be found easily. And one great strategy that I'm a big fan of is seeding your website with content in the right words so you get picked up online. A very, very good strategy. Number 11, not for everyone, but you can do paid workshops or free events. Now, depending on when you're listening to this, I'm actually doing this recording in September 2015 on a Sunday, as I was saying. I'm sitting in my beautiful home with my cat roaming around, and it's awesome. I actually have a workshop on 20th of October coming up, 2015. And free events can be very good, be it paid events, because you can put on a workshop, you can promote yourself to lots of people, and you can give them great ideas. So what the free events are usually about, be it you're in property, you're an accountant or a coach or a mentor, what the beauty of the free events are is that you can put on great free events that impress people, give them information, and also convert them over to your calls. And the reality is that if you do a great job of this, you will get business out of it. And it's been something that's gone really, really well for us, and for me especially. And this is my colleague Martha again, who I do a lot of work with. Number 12 is webinars, and it's a seminar plus, web plus seminar equals webinar. I actually figured that out recently. And webinars are great. Webinars are a great low-cost means of sharing content, demonstrating what you do, recording it, and getting more high-value clients, okay? So again, this isn't for everyone. You're actually listening to technically a recorded webinar right now. I also do live webinars as well. It's also part of my, awesome marketing vault. People can come to my live webinars at once and stay back for Q&A afterwards. So it is a great means of sharing content, demonstrating what you do. And what I love about live webinars is it's a great way of leverage and automation, okay? Number 13 is LeadPages and Auto-Sign Ups. Again, this is an advanced strategy. On the right is one of my old LeadPages when I was training myself on the platform. And basically what LeadPages is that LeadPages is an online program which can interface with your, your MailChimp, your databases, your webinar program. And basically it's all templated. So again, not for everyone, but you can use LeadPages to drive automation. You can put up a great page. Let's say you have a link that goes to LeadPages, you share it online, people click on it, they go to the link, and then they sign up to your content. So it's a great way of building your list and building information. You may have very well have filled in something like this to find my content. Number 14 is productization of services. Now, this is not for everyone. But an example is my online product and online mentoring program, the Awesome Marketing Vault. So quite often, if you're a coach or a mentor or an accountant, or whatever the case may be, you might actually create a video series, a membership site, and actually productize your service. So another very, very, very good strategy, which I can highly suggest. 15 is additional technologies. We've got video marketing. We've got new platforms coming in. You can outsource. So there's a lot of things that are out there, which I've only just referenced or haven't even referenced. So the point I'm making is that there's heaps and heaps of different additional technologies out there. So as a quick recap, and feel free again to stop this video, watch it over again and that type of thing. We've got 1, a quality website, 2, email marketing, 3, blogging and content, 4, Facebook, 5, LinkedIn, 6, business networking, referral networks, beautiful sales material, listings and profiles, SEO, paid events, webinars, free events, LeadPages. So heaps of great things. I encourage you to spend a bit of time and go through it, and you'll be very impressed at what some of these tools are and how they can suit your business. Okay, so these are quite often a lot of things that we teach and that we go through. Now, what I recommend is that if you've taken the time to listen to this video, I thank you. You're a very, very serious character, and well done. You've learned some great things today, and I advise you to pick one area that you want to work on. You might be fixing something in your business, or you might be, let's say, launching a new innovation. Either way, pick one. Pick one area to help you get started so you can go through it and you can implement that in your business and start getting out of it. You only need one great idea now. So I really invite you to think about what you've liked out of this webinar. Again, not all of it would suit you, but some of it would. But implement it, get started, and get some results out of it. Now, of course, I'd love to help you. There's my colleague Martha there. She can help you with your websites. And of course, myself, I can help you with a marketing mentoring strategy. So I just want to talk to you about something I'm very excited about. If you haven't joined this already, I really encourage you to visit my website, excellenceabove.com.au, or Google my name, Edward Zier. And it's called the Awesome Marketing Vault. And this is what I suggest to almost every awesome person I meet. This is my online marketing mentoring program. And what it does is that it has key different modules and information and mentoring delivered online to help you succeed and help you grow your business as much as possible. So all these areas that I covered, you can ask me about that. You can access the Knowledge Vault and go through it. And there's 4 key components of the Awesome Marketing Vault, which is a product that I created that I want to go through with you. Number 1 is that the Awesome Marketing Vault has powerful strategies and powerful content. Very, very profitable ideas in there. So it has a bunch of videos. This is an example of the Facebook one. Downloadable materials, videos you can watch, and a lot of information that you can access 24 hours a day online. The second one is it's marketing mentoring delivered online. So we've got a secret Facebook group, which if you join the Awesome Marketing Vault, you're welcome to join the secret Facebook group. And I usually post content every day. My colleagues will post content every day. And you can ask your questions in there and have myself and the community answer them. So as you go through the content and learn lots of stuff, you can get your questions answered. And to me, this is very, very powerful. The third point as well is we have live webinars, and for Vault members and clients, you can stay on at the end and ask all your questions, even if it's not to do with the webinar. So there's an example of Mark Kite, one of our partners that I did a live webinar with. And that's actually the setup that we have. Very, very cool setup. We record a lot of live webinars and deliver a lot of training. So, you can join the Awesome Marketing Vault and get access to live webinars and Q&A and ask your questions. And of course, as well, from the first purchase, there's a 30-day guarantee of no questions asked, and you can keep the content you downloaded. So I really invite you to check it out. It's all on my website. All the price and details is on there. It's very competitive. So it's a great place for people to start. So also as well, you might need more of me. If you are interested in more of me, feel free to contact me directly. And I can answer your questions if you're interested in the Vault and there's things you want to go over, or you might just want to get into it because it's awesome. Or you might want to hire me directly. So that's also out there. And there's a photo of myself again with the awesome Martha Arafin as well. So she's available too if you need help with your website or anything like that. And a few acknowledgements and thanks. I want to thank you for listening to it. I want to thank Spock from Star Trek, the Fallout video games franchise. That little cartoon graphic there is Vault Boy. I want to thank Arnie, Channing Tatum, Eric Cartman from South Park, Sam Worthington, all these different people that have helped make this webinar just super awesome. And of course, thank you from myself. I usually do this presentation with the awesome Martha. You can email her right there. And also you can email me as well. So any help you need to kick ass in your business, certainly invite you to contact me. And of course, check out the Awesome Marketing Vault. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for downloading this great content and watching this. And hopefully we'll get to talk soon. This is Edward here signing out. Keep up the great work. And of course, stay awesome.